Legacy.
Legacy.
The uniform is patterned identical after the Coldstream.
Bagpipers. I mean, what high school band has a bagpipe corps?
I'm a grenadier, through and through. Community.
1986 is the first time an American high school band ever appeared in Royal Albert Hall.
We are second to none.
Yes, we are second to none. We are.
To have a band like this in the community is a tremendous asset.
History, tradition, second to none.
Funding for this program was provided by Coca-Cola Bottling Company of the Lehigh Valley, Air Products Foundation, Sands Bethlehem, the family of Frank Banco, Fritsch Fuel, Heron Funeral Homes, Adams Outdoor, Bethlehem Education Association, Bethlehem Fine Arts Commission, Capital Blue, the law firm of King, Spry, Herman, Freund, and Fall, Pearson Funeral Home, Paxos Restaurant Group, Thrivent Financial Consultant Robert Clark, and by viewers like you. Thank you.
I still get chills as I'm standing at the corner of Broad and Main and the Liberty Band comes over the hill there. That's hard for me to handle. It's just something you don't forget. My name is Ron Sherry, and I was the band director at Liberty High School from 1960 to 1990.
Your demographic, your ethnicity, your financial situation, rich, poor, you're all equal here. You really are. And I think that the students sense that. I'm Greg McGill. I was band director from 1990 until 2013 when I retired.
Leading this band, every day's a learning experience. It's a giant family, and it's a good family. My name's Kevin Long. I'm the current director of the Liberty High School Grenadier Band. I started in 1989 as the assistant director, became director in 2013, and have continued ever since.
There's a sense of pride and tradition here. Students truly have a sense here that they belong to something maybe bigger than themselves.
I'm from the UK. I'm part of Her Majesty's Royal Marines Corps of Drums. So to have one school band, that's, over 300. It's just phenomenal. Ready? On Tim.
The band to school population, we are over 10% of the school. So you walk down the hall, you see a band guy, and we have representatives from like every sport, every club. It's really cool to be in the band. Everybody looks up to us. We're like nationally recognized. So it's really fun.
If you went to Liberty High School and you were a musician of any kind, you needed to be in the Liberty Grenadier Band. My mother was in the band when she was here in the 1950s. I was in the band. All three of my daughters were in the band.
It's great. Both of my parents and my grandparents have been in the band.
My mom was in the band. My uncle was in the band. My grandmother was the band president for 7 years. This is in my blood.
Back in 1973, the biggest goal was to try out for the Liberty High School Grenadier Band and hopefully, cross your fingers, make it, because if you didn't make it in the band, you were totally devastated.
This band has been family. Our youngest child, Patrick, has Down syndrome, and I made a remark to our older boy and said, "Oh, I hope everything's going to go okay, and that the band kids accept him." And my older boy said, There's absolutely no worry, Mom. Band kids take care of each other. And sure enough, he was right.
I love band camp. I get to instill the things I love about this band in a whole new group of freshmen.
Come on in, folks. We'll get you in place.
This feels good to be back and you're ready for the new year to start again.
It's definitely a learning experience being a freshman in the band.
We're gonna run down just some pep tunes to end it.
When I was little, I did dream of being in the band.
All right, LHS fight, here we go. And 1, 2, ready, and.
My first few teaching jobs, I was with smaller schools. And I got used to hearing 45 kids, 50 kids. So the first time you're ever in sound.
That's it.
It's something that you never forget.
November 7th is the Freedom Liberty game. We're all focused towards that event.
The band there was not just a class. It wasn't just a place you went to in the mornings before you went to real school. People lived in the band room. During the day, people skipped class and went to the band room. It was a place that they called home.
The first band concert was 1927, and it was started by Joe Recapito, who preceded me.
When I first met Recapito, I was in Washington Junior High School. Now, he was Italian. He spoke with an Italian accent, and he was very, very strict. And he came to direct our band, and we were afraid of him.
I was a student, and I can remember Joe was very strict. He wanted it his way. He was a man you didn't want to joke around with.
Joe Recapito was known to have an ongoing relationship with Edwin Franco Goldman.
He was the premier director of the Goldman Band in New York City. One of the big events of the year was to have Dr. Goldman come and direct us in playing his marches and his music at our band concert.
It's all attributed to Joe's wife's cooking. They would have these big spaghetti dinners, and that was supposedly one of the reasons he kept coming back to Liberty High School. Certainly a real honor and, achievement in our history to go, wow, Edwin Franco Goldman was here multiple times to conduct the band.
He encouraged Joe to actually have a mother's club, and we were one of the first in Pennsylvania to have that.
The Mothers Club was a financial means for the band,
but also food and caretaking, sewing, that kind of thing.
We raised money for instruments, new instruments and things like that. The school board at that time didn't purchase any extra instruments and so forth. And at that time, raising money was rough.
Well, the World's Fair in 1939 was the first major trip that the Liberty High School band went to.
It was a big, big deal. And at that time, we had around 136, 139. We were the largest band in the state of Pennsylvania.
We were going down to Atlantic City to march for the Miss America parade.
We all go down on huge buses with all 300 and some kids.
This morning we're headed off to the Miss America parade. A little bit of a chance of showers and thunderstorms, but I've been assured there's a backup plan, so one way or another we're performing in Atlantic City.